Okay, this next question comes from Zeeshan, and he says, what are the best methods of creating a distribution partnership / network in the frozen wholesale food industry? Background is I have a consulting and marketing agency and working with a client in frozen wholesale food industry. She is in a major grocery store chains here in Canada, but not in every location, and wants to expand in the US. I wanted to know what are the best methods to present frozen food products to a grocery store manager or distribution partner. My client did have her products in Walmart, but the contract fell through as it was through a third-party company. She is currently in other stores. A lot of her contracts fell through, said she did not have a reliable team or an online system. I'm in the final phase now of setting up her website where the grocery managers and buyers or distribution partners can create an account, view and order products, and also reorder their previous orders. I am currently working on creating automation for her business so things like invoices are sent out automatically with a reorder reminder, promos, and a lot more. My goal is to help her expand into 100 stores within the next 3 months. Okay, so this is pretty complicated here. The way to reach out to grocery stores is, the very best way is to go visit them and develop a relationship with the buyer, and that's always the best, is to visit in person and develop the relationships, ask them what their buying process is, see if they need to sample the products, look at the packaging, all of those types of things. In person is always the best. Any person I've ever spoken to that does business in retail always has a great relationship with the local stores. Now, obviously, this means that you're going to have some sort of team, because to manage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 50, 100 stores, you can't be in the same place at every time. And shelf space is so competitive, and if you're not there watching it and taking care of it, man, you can really get displaced quickly. I don't think that technology is the only answer. Technology can help with the relationship from a CRM perspective and from working with your billing and things like that, but it definitely isn't going to be what's required to build the relationships. It sounds like that's where she fell short, is she didn't have the relationships built. Sounds to me like she needs some B2B sales reps who understand the food industry, who can go out there and build those relationships and keep the relationship going and keep the products being sold. That's my suggestion. Next, the second option would be through the phone and Zoom, of course, but I don't know if the grocery stores and things like that, if that's their way of doing business. Here's what I always say. If I don't know how to do something, and let's say, for instance, I know nothing about selling to a grocery store right now. So if it were me and I was just naive and knew nothing and I didn't want to get a coach that understood how to do it and would teach me, I would walk into a grocery store, ask who the manager is, ask if I can see the manager, and ask them what their buying process is. That's what I would do. I would ask them what is the process. Now, they'd probably look at me like I'm crazy, and they probably look at me like all the other hundreds of people that do that as well. But because they're getting hit up by so many people, grocery stores probably have a system, and I just need to understand the system, and the fastest way for me to find out is to go and look into that system. I'm trying to think if we have any members here in AO or mentors that are in grocery stores, and I don't think so. We used to have one, but I don't think we do anymore. But that's what I would do. I would go just straight to the buyer and find out the best processes. The very best thing would be to hire a sales rep that understands that process and let them come in and teach our business how to do it. That would be ideally the best thing you do. Okay? Thanks, man.